So this book that I read recently had a line in it that said, "The grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it." And what it meant is that it was about investing in the things that we have, the things that the Lord's blessed us with, not just taking them for granted or discarding them when they just don't seem to work the way that they're supposed to, or when we've just become tired with them. In that same book, it talks about relationships and marriages and how he compared them to an orchard, and how like a marriage. So Brandy and I have been married for 15 years, and we've been together for 24 years. So we started dating in high school, and so you can use our relationship as an orchard. And what do you look for in a relationship? I mean, and I'm not using myself as an example, but a lot right now, there are people out there who just are consumers. They're just looking to get a fix. They're looking for a rush. They're looking to be satisfied, to be happy, and they're not really worried. They're not worried about the cost. So they're just looking for the fruit of the orchard. They just, it's like you can go to the grocery store and buy apples, or you could plant an apple tree, cultivate the ground, water it, nurture it, grow apples. And so that's the analogy for relationships is it's an investment, and it's what you put into it, and it's a gift from God, especially a marriage where it's not in just like an orchard. There's going to be good seasons and there's going to be bad seasons, and there's going to be years or times when the fruit isn't plentiful, and other times where it's abundant, but it's still your orchard. You're not just going to throw your hands up in the air, cut down the trees and burn it. And so I've been thinking about that a lot, and a lot of different ideas rolling around in my head, and the concept of faith pulled in there, and faith is really, so if you use the Brandy and I's relationship in regards to faith, when we see each other every day and we spend time with each other, it doesn't require a lot of faith to know that she loves me, because I can experience that love and that relationship firsthand daily. Now, if I traveled for work and I was gone for periods of times, even if it was gone for a day or two, and I didn't have a phone or I didn't have access to her, then that's where the second I leave my wife, I don't doubt her love for me. I have faith that she still loves me. And the longer that period increases, so if I were gone for, let's say, a week, then that would require more faith, a deeper faith, because there's going to be times where it's hard because you miss that person. You want to be around that person, but you know that you love them and that they love you. And so where does faith come from, and how do we have more faith? And it comes from that relationship. It comes from knowing that other person. That's what makes a marriage and any kind of relationship important. Is it's not the gifts of that relationship. It's not what we get out of it. It's the time that we've spent investing in it, and it's the intimacy and the personal and the closeness. And I just am. The Lord's blessed me a lot the last couple weeks. Brandy and I have spent a lot of time around the bonfire, and it's something that we really haven't done in the past, but the Lord's opened a couple different windows, and it's just one of those things where it didn't make a lot of sense at first, but I can see it now as a gift and an opportunity just to have some time with my wife that wasn't there before, or we weren't intentional about. And it may not always be what I wanted, but when I step back and I look at it, I realize that that's what the Lord wanted for me. It's what he wanted for her. And so then I have to stand back and look at the relationship I have with the Lord, and what is he wanting from me, and how is our relationship with him the same way. And how do we have a deeper faith? It's by cultivating that relationship with the Lord and getting to know him. And that's what's so cool, is that even after 24 years, I know a lot about my wife, but the Lord is teaching us new things, and he's growing us daily to where there's always something new, and or another level, or relearning something old, that just makes it so cool. And what's even cooler is that as finite my characteristics and Brandy's characteristics are, as far as God's characteristics are infinite. There's no way we'll ever know everything about him or understand everything about him until we're standing face to face. So you're never gonna outlearn who the character of God is. And the only way to truly understand it is to continually immerse yourself in his word, and to cultivate that relationship, and to pray and have the Holy Spirit reveal to you what today. How can I get to know you a little bit more today? Show me who you are in regards to this situation and into that situation. And just like in real life, that's how relationships are made. It's not about finding somebody that it's not a means to the end. He is the means, he is the end. He's everything. So I know this is a little more of a rambling. I just thought I'd share with you because it's been rolling around in my head the last couple days, and I just thought I'd get it out here. And whether you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship, you're in a struggling relationship, the best thing you can do is just to lay it all out there and trust the Lord's going to get you through it. So hope you guys have a good day.